Pandreyas and the intellect, you have a separate experiencing. Then the question comes, if that is the case, why the existence has created Shakti, Maya, and why the existence has created this mind, intellect, and the Karana Sharira. I didn't ask for it. Why was it created? What was the necessity of this? Is a question. I will answer this question. Yes, you will know when I answer this. So be careful when I am answering. Understand the answer of this. Right. Now comes to the Vedanta. So the Vedanta has not closed its eyes towards the materialistic world. Now he said, when he described about it, yes, earlier days, because people, when they were not knowing in the Dwapara Yuga, when they were not understanding properly about the Vedic science, people have misinterpreted the Vedic science. Till some avataras were created, some Maharshis and Tapasvis and Jnanis who have explained, of course, in the Satyuga and the Treta, people like Maharshis and Tapasvis have explained the Vedic science in the right manner, whereas in the Dwapara Yuga it has got deteriorated, and then people have divided them into different Vedic sciences and different purposes to suit their personal requirements. So the witchcraft or the Tantrism has been identified as separate from the Mantrism, which is absolutely no human being or nobody can do that. As we said, the mantra and tantra, the yukti and mantra and the yukti and shakti has to go together. Then only these achievements can take place. So this could not be understood by many of them, as they were not educated or they were not having sufficient experience of the knowledge from the right gurus, or even the right gurus did explain this. Very few were ready to accept it because of their group personal benefits or the benefits of certain societies. Puja can be done only by somebody, or prayers can be done only by someone, yajna can be done only by someone, and this identification of the varnas have been identified as totally separate. Everything has been misinterpreted. As we always said, the universe has been created with the two opposites, Virodha Abhasa, the two opposites, one good and bad, put together. So for everything that has been created, there has to be an opposite. That which has been created has to be destroyed or destructed, can be destructed. If there is light, there is darkness. If there is good, there is bad. If there is white, there is black, things like that. So these opposites are there, but you should remember that both the opposites have been created only for the preparation or only for the understanding of the jnanam. In order to acquire the jnanam, there have to be two opposites, because the generation that has been taken place after the Treta Yuga, they could not straight away evolve themselves into the God consciousness because of their activities and attachment and attractions of the mind and the sharira towards the materialistic pleasures and pains. So for them to identify the godliness, these opposites were necessary. This is why for the human being to identify the truth of existence, these two sides have been created, which is known as spiritual world and the material world. Understand? With this Dvaita only, the Advaita could be understood. With this Dvaita only, Advaita can be understood, is why the Dvaita has been created. You see, the darkness and the brightness have been created only to identify what are the benefits of brightness and what are the benefits of darkness. For a jnani, is there a difference between the darkness and brightness? For him, there is no difference. So one has to come to the status of consciousness of no difference between brightness and darkness is a person who has attained the jnanam, attained the spirituality and spiritual world, living in the material world. The one who is living in the material world only can promote himself to spiritual world. Is why the material world has been created. The second reason why material world has been created. I had been contemplating on some things on this, so I found out certain questions came to my mind. Is that why God gave us the material world? Why the goddess? My question was, if that was as I asked you, why Shakti? Why the Maya has been created? Things like that. Yes. It is because to see a person, why the world has been created, why the persons who had been living in the experiencing world, where Maya as well as the Ishwaratva, the existence and the Maya, both were living. In that the generation has been born. When they were born, they were shown both as Maya and the existence, and they were told to experience both Maya and the existence. In the process of experiencing both Maya and existence, gradually, slowly and gradually, not in one generation, hundreds of generations when it passed through the stages of this living in consciousness of both existence and Maya. That is why from Satyuga it has come to Treta Yuga, from Treta to Dwapara, Dwapara to Kali. Now in these yugas, the transformation has taken place when they were living in both in order to identify and attract towards the godliness because of the association of the Maya along with this. The individuals or the Atma, the Atman, which is the Jivatma. When the Jivatma has taken birth along with Sharira and Mana, when it was gaining both the experiences, the mind and body started having the pleasure and pain of the materialistic world, more of the Maya, more of the Shakti, and gradually, in number of generations, this attachment towards the one-sided attachment has developed automatically because of the pleasure and pain of the physical body, mind and this one. Gradually this has been transmitted into children, from there to their children, like that, without words, without teaching, by experiencing. This has been transmitted. When these have been transmitted at one point of time, they became only here, they became unaware of the other side of it. It is same as in any other culture of our country in different places. A different state, every state has got its own culture. Certain cultures have been done. They said that is good culture. In this culture we do this. The other one said in our culture we do this. Other culture says, outside another culture says we do this. All have believed whatever they are doing is right. Whatever culture they have developed is right. But the same person who had been following the culture very stringently when he was in that particular environment, when he goes out of that environment to another culture, he adopts the other culture to great extent. To some extent or great extent that has been. But then, suppose he doesn't adopt that culture, he sticks to, even though he has shifted physically from one place to another place, and if he is following that culture very firmly and rigidly, I am not talking good or bad, following that culture rigidly will transmit that culture to the next generation. But the next generation has never been in that